With the One Piece manga back on schedule, fans are glad to see its return to weekly releases. Typically, Oda delivers 3 chapters in a row before taking a short break. That means readers can expect 2 more chapters before the series goes on another 2-week pause. Right now, the story has reached a pretty intense point. One of the biggest moments happening is the meeting between Luffy and Loki, which has grabbed a lot of attention. Chapter 1132 is expected to continue exploring this meeting while also focusing on other major developments. For instance, there's the situation involving Saul, which has left fans with plenty of questions. On top of that, the Straw Hat Pirates have reached the 2nd level of Elbaf. This area is not only important, but is also home to Elbaf Village, adding even more to the story. Chapter 1132 will likely dig deeper into these storylines and maybe even introduce new twists. There's a lot happening, and each part feels like it's building up to something even bigger. Anyway, before we continue, please press the like button, and please subscribe to my channel and turn on all post notifications so you don't miss any daily uploads. Now, let's begin. Let's go over what happened in the last chapter. One Piece Chapter 1131 focused on the meeting between Luffy and Loki. For those who need a reminder, Loki is known as the accursed Prince of Elbaf. He's the son of King Harold, but he killed his own father to get his hands on a legendary devil fruit. This devil fruit has been passed down through Elbaf's royal family for generations, and Loki wanted its power for himself. Because of his crimes, Loki was sentenced to be crucified. The giants couldn't bring themselves to kill him, so instead they tied him up in Elbaf's underworld, where he's been imprisoned for 6 years. In Chapter 1131, Loki opens up to Luffy about his situation. He tells him how long he's been locked away and says he wants to be free. To sweeten the deal, Loki offers to destroy any pirate crew of Luffy's choosing if he helps him escape. But Luffy isn't interested. He's never been the kind of person to rely on others for something like that. If he wanted to take down a crew, he'd just do it himself. That's why Loki's offer doesn't hold much weight for him, and he's not eager to accept it. Loki's plan wasn't working, but his luck turned when he found out Luffy is connected to Shanks. People in the underworld of Elbaf mentioned that Shanks had recently been there, and Loki quickly realized there was a link between Luffy and the red-haired Yonko. To get under Luffy's skin, Loki called Shanks a chicken pirate. This clearly struck a nerve because Luffy activated Gear 4 in response. At this point, Loki saw an opportunity. He told Luffy he could reveal why Shanks came to Elbaf in the first place if Luffy freed him. For Luffy, freeing Loki wouldn't be too complicated. He just needs to find the key to Loki's shackles, which is currently in Elbaf Village. Coincidentally, Sanji's group is heading there right now. It'll be interesting to see if Luffy accepts Loki's offer or not. While Luffy was dealing with Loki in Chapter 1131, fans also got a quick update on the rest of the Straw Hats who are already on Elbaf. This group includes Sanji, Zoro, Nami, Chopper, and Usopp. At the moment, it seems Sanji is leading them toward Elbaf Village. This sets up some exciting moments. However, the details about their destination are still unclear. Fans don't know much about the place they're heading to, and the chapter doesn't reveal much about the specific area they're currently in. Looking ahead to One Piece Chapter 1132, it's likely we'll see the story focus on Luffy and Loki's meeting. Right now, this moment feels like the most crucial part of the Elbaf arc, and it's clear Oda will keep the spotlight on it. As the last chapter showed, Loki is trying to manipulate Luffy into freeing him. His plan revolves around tempting Luffy to retrieve the key to his chains from Elbaf Village. While his strategy seemed shaky at first, everything changed when Shanks' name was mentioned. Luffy has a deep connection to Shanks, so the mention of him immediately grabs his attention. Loki claims he knows why Shanks visited Elbaf's underworld, and hints that he had some dealings with Loki. Naturally, Loki demands something in return for this valuable information: his freedom. Having been chained for 6 years, Loki is desperate to escape. For Luffy, Loki's freedom doesn't seem to matter much, but the desire to learn more about Shanks might push him to take the deal. If Luffy does free Loki, it could turn out to be a mistake at first. Loki might reveal his true nature, making things harder for Luffy and his crew. But knowing Oda's storytelling style, freeing Loki could eventually play a critical role, especially if a larger threat looms over Elbaf later on. For now though, Luffy can't break Loki's Sea Prism, stone chains with his current abilities, even with his mastery of armament and Conqueror's Haki. This means Luffy will likely leave Loki for now and head to Elba Village to find the key. Whether this choice will help or hurt him remains to be seen, but it's setting the stage for some major events as the story unfolds. One Piece Chapter 1132 will likely shift focus to Sanji's group. In the last chapter, Sanji was leading the Straw Hat Pirates to the second level of Elbaf, where Elba Village is located. Their goal is to reach this village, and it seems they're getting closer. This chapter might show them finally arriving. At the same time, Rodegard and Goldberg may play a role in the unfolding events. As the Straw Hats reach the second level, a reunion with the new giant warrior pirates seems inevitable. This might be Oda's next big focus. Fans also saw Hadruden and Stanson in the previous chapter, hunting a legendary moose for a feast. With the hunt seemingly successful, they'll likely return to Elbaf's second level, where they could meet up with the Straw Hats. This sets the stage for a grand banquet, and fans could learn more about King Harold's death and Loki's backstory during this event. In One Piece Chapter 1132, we'll likely see Luffy continue his search for the key to free Loki. At the same time, there's a strong chance he'll reunite with the rest of the crew and join the banquet. This event promises to be more than just a celebration. It might reveal crucial details about Loki and Hadruden's connection, the legendary devil fruit Loki consumed, the destruction of Elbaf, and even the Sun God. With Dorian Bragi involved, it's clear that Elbaf's lore is about to get deeper. On another note, Saul's collapse in Chapter 1131 could also take center stage. The reason for his condition isn't clear yet, but it might be tied to his intense studying. As a scholar, Saul has likely been digging through countless books, trying to uncover the true history of the world. His efforts might have pushed him to exhaustion. Robin might find him resting, which could pave the way for their emotional reunion. This chapter could set the stage for significant moments, from the crew's reconnection to Robin and Saul finally meeting again. Fans are eager to see it all unfold, and the next chapter might deliver these highly anticipated scenes. Alright, that's it for today. Let me know in the comments what you think might happen in the next chapter. I'd love to hear your predictions. Before we wrap up, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all post notifications so you never miss any of my daily uploads. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.